Testing, testing. Can you hear your beautiful voice? Testing. Okay. Sounds like I'm audible. What's up, Twitch? It's your Lord and Savior, King D Free 5 Free. I've never stream of Let's Play Genshin Impact. In the last stream, we completed the Luna Free, the Song of the Welkin Moon interlude, in which we tried to save Columbina from not existing. And then Dottore, that worthless piece of shit, started pulling evil crap, which made her have to run away? Cease existence? I don't know what she did, but she did something to stop him from being evil and using her power for horrendous shit. In today's stream, however, we go on to some side questing stuff. This is Durin. Say hi, Durin. Durin is an asshole. Okay, no, that's not true. Durin is a very fine young man, but the developers of this game are an asshole, because today we should be doing Durin's story. The problem is, Durin's story is a fucking 5-parter. And by that, I don't mean, it's a long story, so we're gonna have to break it up for my sanity. No. I mean, after we do part 1 of Durin's quest, no matter how long or short it is, we cannot do part 2 until tomorrow. And then we can't do part 3 till the next day. For the next day. Why? Why did they time-gate this quest? I hate it. Also, to anyone in the Dynasty that noticed me make my pillage last second, this stupid 5-day quest is why I made my pillage Sunday the last second. Because I wanted to make sure my pillages are always on days where I'm starting a story fresh, so that no one's coming in mid-story and going, the fuck is going on? So, yeah, blame Durin for this. It's totally not my fault for planning ahead and deciding what I wanted to stream in advance. Nope, definitely not my fault. I take no responsibility. I've done nothing wrong. Let's see. Is there anybody we can talk to give time for people to come in? No. There's literally no one from the book to talk. Really? I want to give people time to enter. Please, book. I can't, forcibly trigger one of these or something? Well, that's mildly annoying. What time is it in game? It's night, so I can't even go, oh, maybe if I change it to night, Flynn's will appear. No, it's just a thing that I'm not going to be able to get a way to waste time while waiting for people to show up. Alright, fine. Let's just go right into Durin's quest. If people show up late, they show up late. Pleasure to meet you too, some guy. I'm not gonna redo the entire intro for you, but we're doing a story about a dragon that turned himself into a real boy. Whoa, what? Okay, no, I'm still, wait. Did they kill Klee? I don't know if that killed Klee. Yep, Klee's health is gone. They killed Klee. I'm sure. Let's do some recollection so that people can know what's going on. After receiving a strange fairy tale book, you and Paimon arrived at a wondrous world named Simulankra. There you experienced an adventure with your companion. Eventually you discovered that the world was created based on a fairy tale written by Mage M. You also rescued a little dragon named Durin in that world. Many Durin made friends with you, promising to aid you at some point in the future when you should need it. The once yearly Windbloom Festival had come around again, and so you and Paimon set out together for Mondstadt once more. But strange things kept happening. First you found the residents behaving weirdly. Then Albedo was accused of murder. Concerned for your friend, the two of you accepted the invitation to join the investigation. After much investigative work, you uncovered the truth, and the culprit was none other than the dragon that fell into the snowy mountain. Learning of Albedo's existence, the dragon, a fellow creation of Rhine-daughter, grew intensely jealous, and then began plotting in secret to destroy him. Together, you brought the immediate danger to an end, only to see an even greater threat surface. The dragon spine Durin was about to revive and bring disaster to Mondstadt. Fortunately, Albedo was prepared for a plan, and your friend from the fairy tale world also arrived in Mondstadt to assist at the end. Though for the combined efforts of you and Albedo, Durin the dragon bearing the same name was reborn in the Fallen One's place, and the crisis was finally brought to an end. How am I alive? You know what? I'll take it. But yeah, there's a good summary for anybody wondering. So what's going on? What the fuck?
Oh, it's Durin!
I thought that was blood, but it's just Durin's fire. What's up, Edgy the Hedgy?
I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
It's all good. We've had worse.
You've had worse? I've had worse. You haven't been in a fight in your life, Paimon. Is the abyssal power inside you acting up?
No, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that. What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
Well...
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
So, she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you. I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
My mom?
You mean M?
Indeed. Fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley. Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
Open the book. The day that the writer and the watcher crossed... Oh, that's the same shit she said before.
Whoa! What is this place? It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic, after all.
Aha! So it is Alice!
Why are you...
Hello?
Why do you even need to say that? We're in New Vats!
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
What do you want?
Talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel, even for me. But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
What's this?
It's the book we just saw.
This is your mother's dying wish.
My mother's dying wish was a book?
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret?
Not getting published.
You ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
I have, but I'm not sure who wrote it.
That's because it was the work of more than one person. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story. I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. Em was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up. But by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, Em had passed away. Oh, it was a terrible shame. A true tragedy. And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story unfinished.
So that makes sense.
But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself.
That was not necessary.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. She made me promise that I would bring it to you, because she believed the only person who could resolve this regret is you.
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
You could say that.
And I guess resolving the regret means finishing the story?
That's one way to put it.
Oh, is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot. And we can't have that.
What are you doing?
Ruin everything.
What? Okay. Fine, we'll make do with the breadcrumbs. Are they the first time you've strung us along like this?
Just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
Someone's a hyperactive child.
But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
Relax. Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers? With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
So that's why we're here.
Yeah. If it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah, let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
Where are we gonna get snacks from?
Might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book.
Can't you guys do anything normally?
Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secrets.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
M left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll find them. Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
And
A meter?
is
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink M left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it.
How very magical.
It's extremely precious.
Can you at least put it higher up on the screen?
This is all that's left.
So we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
oh, it just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. M was ever so creative when it came to things like that. Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
And we're here to help.
With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know. Oh, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
And how will we find you? I swear to God if you give a vague answer.
Yeah, most of the time you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out.
Of course.
All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
Was the day the magic no storyteller was born.
Oh, here we are again. Alice, this magic really is incredible, huh?
Let's take a look at this book. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
Right. Alice mentioned we should get on the lookout for clues.
A corner of the bed for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, a chance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past. There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be?
Obviously, it's the Mondstadt Library.
Yeah, you might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still,
Have I already played this game before?
dragging
Yes.
the two of you along on such a long journey.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on.
I've been playing Genshin for like 3-4 years now. A magic known as storytelling. Start. The quest location is currently involved in a mother trucking son of a slut nuggy. Focus. No. When I said I played this game before, I meant... Okay, I've played Genshin Impact before, but I haven't played this specific story before. Sorry if I worded that incorrectly. Wait. Is it just... Well, teleporting to the Imaginary Theater will probably get me there fastest anyway. So let's go to the theater. What quest did I have in the library that was screwing with me? Ah, you're new to Genshin. Okay. I would say be careful of spoilers, but this is technically a side story, so there shouldn't be anything too spoilery here. Then again, this game's years old, so avoiding spoilers for it probably isn't a possibility.
Talk about a trip down memory lane.
It's been a while. Feels like we were here just yesterday.
So we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
Whatever inspired her?
So it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Making a racket in a library? You should know better than that.
Well, come on, we weren't talking that... Oh, Paimon was talking that loud.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, I'm on the PS4. I considered doing this on my PC, but sometimes when I record on my PC, my mic randomly mutes itself, and I didn't want to deal with that today, so I'm just doing it for my PS4. If I was on my PC, you'd be seeing my VTuber model.
So I suppose I can let it slide just this once.
So Lisa's been mentoring you? When did that happen?
Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand. I figured, if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you need to borrow some books?
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh? Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog. Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air.
The fuck?
And then, a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Seriously?
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things.
You play as an already existing character. The only control you have over them is choosing their gender, and by extension their siblings' gender and their name.
Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after.
There is technically a way to make your own character in this game, but it hardly counts as a character. It's very possible.
According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
Jumpty Dumpty Treasure Trove.
Oh, wait! Did Klee write this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa.
Is there a rule that says Klee can't write stories? Yeah, I'm not reading the official dictionary. Not allowed, at least.
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing? Let's see what Lisa makes of it. Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show Klee.
I'm showing Klee.
There's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious.
I'm sending it to Klee.
There's definitely something fishy about this one.
The hilarious thing is I'm playing as Klee. So Klee has now seen the book.
Let's hang on to this one for now. Could be one of the ones we're looking for. It's one of M's after all. experiment log. Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book. Ta-ta-ta. Woo.
Alright, looks like I've picked up all the books.
Well, did you manage to find them?
Dumpty Dumpty's treasure trove.
Well, it definitely shouldn't be here. But I'd highly doubt it's one of the books you're looking for.
Why is that?
Because this is something Klee wrote. It's a compilation of all the best fish blasting spots around Mondstadt, as well as the most convenient places to stash her new jumpy dumpties. Of course, there's no way she'd get away with keeping a book like that in her bag. And she'd be in big, big trouble if Jean were to find out. Not only would the book itself be confiscated, but she'd be looking at a whole day in solitary confinement at the very least. Somehow, she figured out that the best place to hide it was right here. No place like a forest for hiding trees, huh? Now, every time it gets confiscated, she just writes a new one and sneaks it back in.
Guess it's a restricted book in its own way.
Yes. So thanks for helping me find it. I'll finally be able to hand it over to Jean.
No!
Well, did you manage to find them?
I'm sorry, Klee. Second strongest spell in existence.
Truly extraordinary. And certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about it.
So, it's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried. The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
So Klee can cast it?
Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early would spoil the surprise. Well, did you manage to find them?
So Klee could probably figure out the spell herself eventually. Experiment log blank.
This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we can tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters. Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Really? Definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage to find them?
Blank verses.
Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
Huh. But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes? 500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
We're talking about Durin, the Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads. But this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer. Well, would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts.
I only showed you
What story
2.
requires reference material like that, I wonder?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section...
Oh
I
wait,
thought you were just
was the second strongest spell one of them?
It actually exists!
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
What hard work? You stood in the corner while I looked for the books.
Gathered all the reference books. What's next?
Wait, look!
Enter the world within the book. Is this the only game in the series? Yes? Okay, that's a hard question to answer. So, Genshin Impact is a standalone game. It's not technically a part of any specific series, but MiHoYo, the makers of Genshin Impact, have multiple games. And while those games, for the most part, aren't directly connected, they do have certain characters that tend to show up in each of their games. For example, this is the Raiden Shogun, Raiden A. In Honkai Impact Third, there is another version of her called Raiden Mei. In Honkai Star Rail, there's another version of her called Acheron. Technically, they aren't the same series, but they are somewhat connected by these different versions of the same characters. I know that technically doesn't make it the same series, but I don't know. I just felt like I should mention the fact that while they're not the same series at all, characters will reappear between them, which is kind of a connection. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just rambling and being dumb. I'm sorry.
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of...
Why is her Dodoko
and
depressed?
for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking.
What should be used to adorn his cradle? A wisp of woodland air? A trace of palatial splendor? Sure.
At last she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a trace of palatial splendor. Then she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Whoa! We're actually inside the story!
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
That was the opening we just heard, right? Sounds like the story's about Durin.
Yeah!
A story about me?
Why don't we just see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
Okay.
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
Whoa! That came out of nowhere! Was that the same voice we heard just now?
I really wish you could find out what the Hexen Circle's obsession with Dodecos are. Sounds like the story even has its own narrator.
Yeah. But why does it sound so familiar?
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You had a mom?
She used to tell you stories?
Yeah, she loved it. Back when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Oh, is that a hint?
Let's follow her suggestion for now.
Yeah, I agree.
Explore your surroundings.
This Dodoko doll is meant to be the witch in the story, right? Wait a second. All the people we've seen that look like that turned out to be mages from the Hexen Circle. Do you think the witch in this story is one of them too?
My mother had a hat just like this.
Man, the witch must be M. Looks like this story really is about Durin, huh?
Whether the sprite spoke true or not, it had little bearing on the story at hand. For in that moment, what mattered most was not that she was a witch, but a mother waiting for her child to hatch.
Let's keep looking.
Look at all these books. Guessing the witch did a lot of reading while she was waiting for the egg to hatch.
It just so happened a dragon egg wasn't the only thing she was incubating here. Where else might a story be born, if not among books?
Oh.
Hi, Alana. Yes, I have a Discord. Let's see. Can I whisper? I can whisper to you. My Discord username is literally just that. I know most Discord names are longer than that, but when Discord first changed how their usernames worked to simplify them, I claimed that one, so mine's is shorter than one would expect.
This must be the dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all adds up.
This is my story, isn't it?
Sure looks like it.
So, how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
Oh,
So sit on the egg.
we're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
And how do we do that?
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
Cook yourself.
Roast the dragon egg?
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Huh, you kinda have a point there.
Wanna give it a try, Durin?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
After Durin releases his elemental skill, binary form, convergence, and diversion, both his elemental skill and normal attack will... thank you. Will be converted into special forms. Casting the special elemental skill, transformation, configuration, purity will turn his next elemental burst into a principle of purity as the light swifts, manifesting his power in the form of dragon white flame. Thank you, Flying Gibber. Thank you, Pretty Next Door. Wait, two people at the same time? Does that mean a raid happened, or is that just convenience? That's just convenience that two people showed up at once. Nah, you're good, Alana. It's not weird to say. Alright, so basically just attack the egg.
The abyss is burning shadow!
Clearly, both the golden-haired traveler and the dragon youth were eagerly awaiting the little dragon's birth. Though perhaps their longing burned a little too brightly. Still, such fiery anticipation might itself become a blessing.
Talk to Durin.
At last, under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell. No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so, just like the witch who created that evil dragon. But I promise you this, your birth was wanted. You are loved, and you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for bringing me into this world.
Thank you for fucking, Mom.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side.
And of course, her Dodo. Whoa, what the? Yo! It's Paimon Dodoco, A for Dodoco, and Durin Dodoco.
Him a life the evil
I was not expecting that.
And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
I kind of wish it didn't go past their picture so quickly. I didn't get a good enough look at them. I wanted to see what color their tails were. There, which once spent a sleepless night, and it was too fast.
Isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world. Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter?
Ah, you took a photo? Cool. You can post it in the Discord when you inevitably join it. I'm not sure why you haven't yet, but when you inevitably do, you can share it with me. So it is Durin's story after all, or at least a window into his past?
Yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet?
Because it isn't?
The curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon.
Do that, she was dead when that happened. Maybe there'll be some clues in the following chapters.
Well, everything's always so mysterious with these mages. Guess all we can do is wait for more clues.
Huh.
Oh, Alice is calling us.
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey, that's Alice's voice.
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create. Have fun, dearies. Toodles!
Aw, man. Paimon was so ready to knock this out in one go.
Sorry, Mihoyo says fuck you.
Sooner or later, we'll end up being whisked off to another world again, and if that happens, who knows when we'll be able to come back. So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break.
Why are we just staring at Paimon's guts? Guess now's as good a time as any.
Yeah. Paimon has a sudden craving for the good hunter's sticky honey roast. And we happen to be in Mondstadt, so...
So let's meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway.
Quest complete. Interlude, a moment's rest. Wait for the book to reveal hint for the next chapter. Well, why is that a mission? Anyway.
Aunt Alice said we can return to the story world at any time. If you feel like checking it out again, just come find me.
So what exactly happens if we go back into the book? Is it literally just playing for the thing again?
Huh. Paimon doesn't remember seeing this many manuscripts last time we were here.
She must have published these ones later?
So, she wrote this many books even after Durin was born? Let's see. Weird. Is it just that Paimon hasn't read enough, or were none of these ever actually published? Wonder which story these are for.
Beats me. Maybe it's one we haven't read yet.
Well, looks like a lot of work went into it, so it must be a pretty great one.
Okay, what else can we find in here that we haven't found already? Sure, on accident. Don't worry, I'll accept your friend request. I probably shouldn't, because technically speaking, I'm not supposed to make fans my friends, or at least I think that's how that's supposed to go, but fuck it. I'm not exactly a good enough entertainer to put myself above my fans anyway. Alright, not really much else I can do with this book, so let's start doing some witch's homework, because this stream I don't think has even hit an hour yet. Yeah, no, an hour hasn't even passed, so I obviously can't stop at this. We need to do more. So we're going to do a witch's homework, and I'm going to do Cleese first, because while the rule of thumb is usually save the best for last, I love Klee, and no force upon this earth is going to stop me from doing her quests.
Totoko, where are you?
Mean way to put it, but yes, by fans I mean a bunch of tumbleweeds. Pause due to focused experience mode being enabled. Okay, well now you get to be focused experience mode. Go to the Knights of Favonius headquarters. I'm gonna climb the wall.
Whoa! This is way too many books! Considering this library organizing job was classified as a premium commission, Paimon came mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon, what brings you back to Mondstadt? Let me guess. You missed me so much you just had to come visit. Is that it?
Sure, Lisa, whatever makes you happy. You saw right through me.
You've become quite the flatterer since we last saw each other, haven't you?
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things. Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance?
Pleased to meet you. We're the only ones here, so yeah.
Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us. Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection. There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. Troublesome, I know. So this wasn't an odd job I could trust to just anyone. And sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. It would take ages. All that to say, I'm very relieved to see you here. I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place, perhaps another time, yes?
Don't worry, just leave the commission to us.
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then, good luck in here. I'll leave you to it.
Yay, library work. Friendly reminder that we're adventurers.
What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? Oh, and basics of whopper flower cultivation. Who'd grow one of those, anyway?
I mean, if the whopper flower's loyal to me, I'd grow
The
one.
Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And didn't we already sort this area? Did you notice it earlier?
No, and it's not on the list either.
Huh. Well, witches always make Paimon think of, you know.
Alice?
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Alice? How did you get in here?
And there's a Dodoko again.
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh. Paimon knew that book had issues.
Have you ever read the storybook, The Little Witch and the Undying Fire, by any chance?
First I've heard of it.
No matter. At least in name, this book was written as a dictionary for the other one. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
Ugh. That explanation makes things even more confusing.
Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yes?
No.
Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation.
Oh.
Waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how M put it. Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place.
Sounds like a lot of work. So how do we factor in exactly?
Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary. Striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against what dangers could lie ahead.
In other words, training arc.
You make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
I see what's going on here.
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here, wasn't it? We had to spend ages sorting through them, you know?
Oh dear, I never could have imagined you would need to go to such trouble.
Uh-huh.
Bullshit.
We didn't.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking any precautions. Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donated all those other books to the library. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends. And as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
You are not my aunts.
Okay, if the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in. We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along, okay?
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun!
I won't. Complete Witch's homework related quest to unlock additional talents for corresponding characters. Certain character skills and constellation effects will also change. Each Witch's homework quest is focused on a specific character. Obtain the corresponding character and increase their level to 70 to unlock the related quest.
These bombs, so heavy.
Whose quest are you leading me to? Because I want to do Cleese next. Okay, it's not asking me to do a quest, it's just asking me to get payment. That's fine. As long as you don't choose whose thing I do first, because I know who I want to do first.
Oh, you finished sorting already? That went much faster than I expected. Now then, what would you like in return, cutie? You freed up my whole afternoon helping me with that. How about we spend it together?
I'd like to be paid.
Oh, that's all? Well, don't worry. I won't forget. Ah, so you noticed too. Such strange names, and even stranger contents. Not to mention, this is the largest library in northern Tevat, and I didn't recognize a single title on the list. I just don't see how that's possible. Unless...
Actually, we just ran into...
Trouble, I presume? I think I'll steer clear if it's all the same to you. Besides, if a book exists in this world, then there's a place for them in this library. Better for them to remain here than end up in the hands of someone more suspect. Anyway, here's your payment. Thanks again for all the help.
Alright, how many primos did I get? That payment sucks. You suck, Lisa. Alright, let's do some homework. Invite a character? Complete Witch's homework solution to invite a 4-star Hexrai character of your choice to join the party. I feel like I have all of those people at C6 already. Hey, what the hell? Oh, we can see their Hexarai thing now. After completing Witch's homework of Leavens That Spark, Clay will become a Hexarai character. When the party includes at least 2 Hexarai characters, you'll gain Hexarai Secret Right effect, which enhances Hexarai characters. When Klee deals damage with normal attacks, elemental skills, or elemental bursts, she gains 1 Boom badge that lasts for 20 seconds. Each type of attack can grant at most 1 Boom badge this way, and each badge has its own independent timer. When Klee has 1 free Boom badges, her special charge attack, Boom Boom Strike, deals more damage. Hark! Prince Noctraben Oswaldo Hrafnavens, he who has witnessed the fall of countless words, sing now the starry septet for your sovereign, for this is the most deepest sin, when gathered souls at the end of casualty shatter the darkness of fate. Additionally, when Oz is on the field, party members will gain additional buff effects. After a nearby party member triggers an overload reaction, Fischl and the other nearby active party members have their attack increased by 22.5% for 10 seconds. After a nearby party member triggers an electrocharge or lunar charge reaction, Fischl and other nearby party members will have their elemental mastery increased by 80 for 10 seconds. Razor should be over 70 because he used to be one of my mains. While in the Wolf Within summoned by Razor's elemental burst, Lightning Fang is active. If the electro sigils from Razor's elemental skill Claw and Thunder overflow, the Wolf Within will call down a lightning strike on nearby enemies, dealing AoE electro damage equal to 150% of Razor's attack, and restoring 7 energy to Razor. This effect can be triggered every 1 second. And since I don't have Sucrose leveled up, I can still see hers. It just doesn't light up. I guess it doesn't light up because I can't earn it yet. After Sucrose creates a small wind spirit, nearby party member's normal attack, charge attack, plunging attack, elemental skill, The burst damage increases by 5.71428%. Why that specifically for 15 seconds? After Sucrose creates a large wind spirit, nearby Hexorite party members' normal attacks charge to blah 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 increased by 7.14285%. Why is it so specific? And finally, Mona Magistus. These are all the Hexorite characters I own. When Mona's normal attacks or charge attacks hit an opponent, she gains 1 stack of Astral Glow of Mercury for 8 seconds. Max 3 stacks. This effect can grant at most 1 stack every 0.1 seconds. Whenever party members trigger a vaporize reaction on an enemy, all Astral Glow of Mercury stacks are consumed. Each stack consumed increases the damage of the vaporized reaction by 5%. Additionally, when Mona normal attacks or charge attacks hits an opponent, the enemy's omen duration is extended by 2 seconds. This effect can trigger once every 0.5 seconds and can extend omen for up to 8 seconds through this method.
Do you want to come fish blasting?
With all of these fun skills in mind, let's unlock Cleese. The Witch's Dictionary also includes an assignment to Asla for Klee. Why not drop by the Knights of Florence headquarters and ask Klee about it?
For a whole day, but it's way worth it because the fish tastes so good.
The Great Mage Journeys of Trials.
Hey there, Klee!
Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon! Dodoko needs help. Mom said you were coming, but I didn't know it'd be so soon.
Dodoko needs help? Oh, for Pete's sake! Is that the task?
What? No, for Klee's sake. And for Dodoko, too.
No, Paimon knows that. She was asking about the task. You know what that is, right? It's like
a task. It's something that needs doing.
Yeah, something that needs doing.
Oh, so like when I go blast fishing with Jumpy Dumpty?
No. A task isn't just something you want to do.
I'm confused.
It's like when your mom tells you to do something. That's a task.
Oh, thanks, Paimon. That kind of makes more sense, although not really. Anyway, let's go help Dodoko now.
Hold on. What kind of help does Dodoko need?
Oh, right. Well, every Dodoko's gotta find a red 4-leaf clover to become a super special Dodoko. Then, Dodoko needs to become friends with lots of people and can make it through the Dodo King's trial. Once that's done, she can then become a super awesome Dodo Sorcerer! That's what Mom said anyway.
Huh. A Dodo King being in charge of a Dodo Sorcerer. Makes sense, actually. But specifically, what do we need to do?
No idea. But Mom said that
Helpful.
you would tell me.
Right. Well, let's have a look at this book then.
Oh, there's a note inside it.
Huh. Let's see what it says. At the first stage of the trial, Dodoko arrived in a forest of whispering leaves. There, past layer upon layer of hurdles, a secret lay buried, waiting to be uncovered. Seems like part of a story about Dodoko.
Oh, I know where that forest is. It's where I go to blast... where I go to play a lot.
I love this terrifying child.
All right, let's go!
To the forest to go fish blast, I mean to do Klee's training arc. The interesting thing is that the excuse for the Hexorite characters getting their buffs is that the witches want to prepare them for danger in the future. That implies that Alice unironically wants Klee to be able to fight.
La la la.
I'm kind of disappointed that during the Siege of Mondstadt we didn't get to see Klee actually be a knight.
All the weird stuff around here. And why are there so many hilichurls?
And by be a knight, I mean actually do her fucking job.
Maybe the hilichurls brought it all here.
Oh, I bet this is where we find the turtles.
Close, but the note said hurdles, not turtles. And whatever we're looking for is supposed to be buried past all the hurdles. Are there any other clues around? Is there no dodo device that can help us out here? Nope. What should we do then?
Mom says the best thing to do when you run into a problem is to try and fix it.
Then let's get rid of these hordes.
Yeah.
Oh. So Klee does know what a fight is. Good. I genuinely wasn't sure if Klee knew what a fight is.
Oz, reveal thyself. Shower me with praise. Max, whack! Boing, boing, boing!
You're fine, Klee. Who's left alive? Did I not kill everybody?
Alright, that's the hilichurls and barriers all taken care of. And we didn't set the forest on fire.
I was extra careful with Jumpy Dumpty. I've been getting sent to confinement less and less these days.
Nice job, Klee. Maybe sometime soon you won't have to go at all.
Well, if Master Jean would just let Klee blow the confinement room up.
That's not really what Paimon had in mind. Wait, what about the trial? Did we learn anything new?
Yep, I found this in the hole Jumpy Dumpty created after exploding.
Huh, another note.
Yup, and it's Mom's handwriting.
Wait, how did the note not get blown up?
Dodoko may or may not have blasted all the hurdles away, though the most direct approach is sometimes the most elegant one. Either way, thus did Dodoko make it to the second stage of the trial, which, coincidentally, was also the final stage. Even the most energetic of children need to pace themselves after all. So, Dodoko proceeded to the banks of a lake of fallen stars, passed the final trial, and obtained her reward. But could things really be that simple? Huh. A lake of fallen stars. That must be
Starfall Lake.
Let's go see what we can find.
All right.
I'm super curious about what this reward is gonna be. Fingers crossed for some kind of awesome treasure.
Ooh, it's a chest.
The final treasure must be inside this thing.
Klee, would you do the honors?
Got it.
Please open it normally.
Get it open, no problem.
Don't blow it up.
Whoa.
Oh.
Monsters incoming!
Guess it's not gonna be that simple after all.
They want to steal Todoko's treasure. I just know it. box.
I remember last time Klee met one of these guys, she didn't want to fight it because she thought it would be wrong to do so. And now she's just like, oh, I'm gonna mess these guys up. And there goes I know.
By royal Dumpty Dumpty Go! Blazing to life! Yeah. Yeah. Da, da, da. That's that. To know it implied things wouldn't be that simple. Guess it was because of those monsters. But that means we passed the trial. Yep. Now then, let's check out what's in this box. Oh, it's
That's Alice's hat.
a tiny hat? A hat for Dodoco! In the Dodo clan, only the awesomest and bestest Dodocos in the land can earn the acknowledgement of the Dodo King. Their job is to help out and protect all the other Dodocos so the Dodo King gives them a special hat. That way, the other Dodocos will recognize them and know who they can go to for help. Oh, so now your Dodoco is one of these special Dodocos with a hat. Exactly. The hat makes Dodoco a Dodo sorcerer now. She can use special spark magic to help even more people.
Please?
Yo!
Light have informed me about explosions being heard from the forest outside the city.
Hold up, we were fighting the Abyss!
January night. Paimon, a little help, please.
We were unironically doing our job as knights!
Cleared out a Hilichurl camp over there, and a bunch of slimes, too. Plus, we were working on Klee's task. That's right.
And as for the fish over here,
Okay, come on, there were slimes here!
But because there were monsters in the lake, I didn't do it on purpose. It's not like those other times.
She's telling the truth.
I take it those other times were on purpose then?
She's already been punished for those!
They weren't not on purpose.
Come on!
I noticed the destroyed camp on the way here, and I saw the monsters fleeing along the shore.
Then what was the point of giving her
Am I
shit?
correct in assuming that's all the damage, Traveler?
The rest was Paimon's doing.
Yeah, you know Paimon. Clearing out monsters with a single punch. Ha! She's just awesome like that.
Klee,
She did nothing wrong.
let's head back.
Oh, is it confinement for Klee again?
Better fucking not be.
Traveler's vouching for you, so I suppose your punishment will just have to be a meal at the Good Hunter. You've been out and about all day. I'm sure you must be hungry.
You're the best, Master Jean.
Questionable.
You two are more than welcome to join as well.
Sure.
Awesome! Paimon's been craving some sweet madame.
Paimon, when are you not craving food, you glutton? Jean treats us to food. Homework complete. Klee has been buffed. Have we reached 2 hours yet? No. So I guess each stream will have to be a Durin chapter, and then 2 witches' homeworks. So, like, today will be Klee and Fischl, because those are the ones I care about the most. Then tomorrow will be Razor and whoever I level up. Then it'll be Sucrose and Venti or Durin if I can pull one of them. And then finally it'll be Durin's quest and the Bing Bong Fishball. How many days does that make? It's 2 per thing, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 of the 5 days that I have extra shit to do after Durin's. Which means the 5th Durin part, I'm not gonna know what to do to fill out the stream's time. Why you have to make things difficult for me? Oh wait, I can invite a character already? Alright, which is the one that's not Constellation 6, so I'll get that. Hi, Mr. Handiwork Wolf. Nothing much. So I can't invite Fischl again, so I can't get her to Constellation 5. Because the game doesn't like me. Today's stream was just free short quests. I've done 2 of the short quests already. We're about to do number 3. With our Prinzessin der Ertelung. I don't know if I said that right. Probably not. Alon Smithy Arthur Fischl. Go to the Adventurers Guild.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Greetings, traveler.
Hey, Catherine! Oh, and Oz and Fischl are here too! What a
Sup?
coincidence!
All things in this universe must plunge into darkness.
Why?
It's only natural that those who seek light should cross paths in the realm of dawn.
Mein Fräulein means to say she's happy to see you both. And I feel the same. It's been quite a while, Traveler and Paimon.
You're here just in time. Yai Publishing House has a commission for you, traveler. An editor is here to discuss the details in person. Much of the information was kept from the guild for business reasons. All we know is that it has something to do with the author of the Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
What? Surely you don't mean...
Wait, is this author really that important? What if we weren't here? Or if we decided not to take the commission? The editor would just be wasting their time.
In that case, it'd be a free trip to Mondstadt where one needs only pass some information along. That's an opportunity most would fight over. In any case, if the commission is of interest to you, the editor is waiting at the Good Hunter. Just look for the man dressed in Inazuman clothing.
Hold on! Halt thy steps, good traveler. Fate cast you upon the tides of the world, but not for you to stand alone in the face of its desolation. Nay, you step forth onto the path of the Immanakreich.
In other words, she wants to
What
come
Mein
with
Fräulein
us.
means to say is she would like to go with you.
Wow, you seem really jazzed about this commission, Fischl. Do you have some kind of insider information?
You're welcome to come along either way.
Well, let's head to the Good Hunter to meet with this editor then.
Yes, let's let Fischl fangirl over her favorite editor.
La la la. Alright, let's see who lucked out and got this free trip to Mondstadt. Wait, you're Shing. Oh, Genu's editor, Onodera.
Traveler, thank you for all you've done for us in the past. I come here today with a commission from Lady Yai, with which I'd like your help, should you be willing. Oh, and might I ask who this person dressed like Princess Fischl is?
You have the pleasure of speaking to our eminent person, Fischl, Prinzessin de Vertelang.
Mein Fräulein means to say that her name is Fischl, and that she is most pleased to meet you.
Yep, this is Fischl. She's a reliable adventurer, and she's here to help.
Oh, I didn't even notice the dialogue there. What games do I usually stream? I'm a variety streamer, so I technically stream all sorts of games. But the current games I'm let's playing are Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, which, against my better judgment, have become regulars in the fact that the games never freaking end. WWE 2K25, which I'm nearing the end of. Persona 5, which I still need to finish. I'm like one stream away from finishing that. And Pokemon Legends ZA, which, to be quite honest, I'm not enjoying, so I'm slacking on it. That's right, this is official.
Yeah, I, kinda got that the first time.
Since thou hast learned my name, understand this. To speak it is to be absolved. Praise it, therefore, and thou shalt earn thine salvation.
Mein Fräulein means to say, she...
He understands her.
Ah, I see. I completely concur, my lady. Remembering names is simply basic.
Yeah, he wrote the story. Of course he understands her.
Lend me succor in solving this problem. I shall indeed praise your names to the heavens above. As many times as necessary, in fact.
You understood official language before Oz could even finish translating.
An editor is not to be underestimated.
Well, let's get down to brass tacks then. Now, have you heard of the author Mr. Nine? He's famous for writing the legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Flowers.
What was that, mein Fräulein?
How am I liking the dynasty? The dynasty's alright. I don't interact with them directly much since I'm in too many discords to talk to each one individually. I do like the dynasty's whole deal of supporting people, so that's neat. They did help me reach affiliate, and I will always appreciate them for that.
Flowers for Princess Fischl. That's what Mr. Nine is actually famous for.
Mein Fräulein means to say, even should the creator be cold and unmoving, the Prinzessin and her immer Nachtreich's resplendence might yet compel them to weep.
Well, sure. The author of Flowers for Princess Fischl, Mr. Nine. He sent a letter from Nodcry asking for help, and he seems to be in bad shape.
Wait, we have to go to Nodcry?
So ask the Adventurers Guild or a local mercenary to find him. Seems pretty simple to Paimon.
I mean, we are the Adventurers Guild.
But here's the problem. We don't know anything about Mr. Nine. What he looks like, how old he is, where he's from. He's only ever communicated with us via letter, from addresses all over Teyvat. And he's never showed up to our annual meeting or events. Not once.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Well, we'll need to investigate Mr. Nine's identity, that's for sure. We did a bit of digging ourselves, and we realized that ever since completing the Shattered Halberd series, Mr. Nine's handwriting began to change. His initial editor has decided to retire to focus on his own writing. And he didn't have much to add either.
Whatever hath once existed in this world is enshrined in the memory of the Prinzessin de Vertelung, to endure unchanging in her Immanakreich. For from the sacred primordial words flow the wellspring of all cause and consequence.
Mein Fräulein means to say that...
Yes, we had the same idea. So, we tracked down the original manuscript of the Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
What's my favorite game to stream? I apologize in advance, but I can't answer that. At least I can't answer it traditionally. There is no game I prefer to stream more than others. My enjoyment in streaming a game comes from interactions. So I will enjoy to stream more the more people talk to me. It has nothing to do with the game I'm playing.
Oh man, Jinyu's gonna be so mad he missed out on this.
So my favorite game to stream, whatever fucking game you'll watch.
Either, Onodera.
That is or something else.
Aldo Hrafnavines, hast thou perceived something?
No, No such Henry exists, mein Fräulein. I sense a faint, elusive resonance. Something akin to the magnetic field, gravitational force, and threads of cause and effect that surround you, mein Fräulein.
Isn't that interesting? Well, in the end, our only takeaway was that the design and craftsmanship of the paper point to it coming from Chingsa village in Liyue.
Huh. Could Mr. Nine be from Liyue then? No, wait. If we're talking authors from Chingsa village specifically...
Chang of the Ninth? What? Oh, Chang the Ninth.
No, it couldn't be. Could it?
Chong the Ninth? Ah, I've heard of him. He won a Best New Author Award for the first apprentice of Guhua.
It matters not. Though the Saint of Tears and the Saint of Atonement perform manifold labors on divergent principles, their power flows but from a single source.
What?
Mr. Onodera, if you please.
Oz has just given up.
And all, but we're still in the dark over here.
You speak true, mein Prinzessin. Even if Chong the Ninth doesn't turn out to be Mr. Nine, he's still an author. And he could have had contact with him. I think it's a good place to start.
Am I just gonna spend this entire quest sucking off the dick of editors everywhere? What did I tell you? Editors, am I right?
Yeah.
Well, either way, I appreciate the help. I'm counting on you.
Uh-huh. Off to Liyue. Oh, no, he's not in Liyue City. He's in Chingsa Village. They probably said that, and I was too distracted to pay any fucking attention. Okay, which way?
La la la.
Genshin is a constantly updating gacha game. So when the game first came back, the map was this section here. This was added the second year of the game. This was added year 3. Honestly, Sumeru might have been the biggest expansion Genshin ever got. This was year 4. This was year 5. This is also part of year 5. Honestly, I'm surprised this area is still here. I thought this area would have been lost by now. And this is year 6, which we are currently in year 6. So yeah, it's a big map because the map has been updated over years of content.
It doesn't look like there's anyone around we can ask either. Shall we wait?
Seems like that's all we can do.
Still, could his absence mean that he really is Mr. Nine, now kidnapped and sent to Nodcry? Perhaps we should have a look around his house.
Barging in without permission seems wrong. But if he really is Mr. Nine, then... Okay, let's do it. Nope, nothing useful.
No, not here.
like a bunch of ordinary stuff.
Nay, I, the Princessin, have beheld the mystery of the universe enshrined in these specks.
Alright, Mr. Handy, I hope you have fun or get through whatever you have to do. Thank you for the work.
Ever does it flow toward the shores of truth.
Mein Fräulein means to say, she thinks this is a clue.
Wait! It looks like the soil's been overturned. Oh no. Did some kind of overzealous fan have buried him in here? Maybe we should call it a Millilith. What do you think, Traveler?
It's all right, Paimon. Mr. Nine's most zealous fan happens to be right here. And since mein Fräulein would never do anyone harm, I'm certain the same is true of his other less avid supporters.
Alright, let's see what's buried here in any case. You digged up the ground. Inside you find a large bag of Mora and a check from the Northland Bank. Suddenly a voice comes out of nowhere, and without thinking, you stuff the eyes into your pocket.
What is the meaning of this? I'm calling the Millilith.
Chun the Nine! You're not dead!
What are you even talking about? Oh, wait a second. You're the ones who came here with that young lad from the Guhua clan. Yes, I remember. I'm guessing this is a misunderstanding then. The question still stands, though. What are you doing digging around my house?
Oh, well, actually, we just wanted to know if you've ever written under the pen name Mr. Nine.
What? Not even a whole bucket of hallucinogenic mushrooms could make me that delusional. No. If I were Mr. Nine, why in the world would I enter all those writing competitions? To what? Demolish the competition from the shadows? Yes, doing a real bang-up job, aren't I? My submission's never even been selected. The classic archetype of the boy hero is outdated. That's the kind of critique I get. Even opening with a plot twist or disguising your hero as a fool is falling out of fashion. Modern readers are drawn to the boundless imagination and innovative world-building character of Mr. Nine's works.
Good point.
Besides, if
I fell asleep during that entire speech.
Come clean the minute First Apprentice of Guhua won that award. What? That old beggarly Chong the Ninth is Mr. Nine? No, there must be some mistake. What a sight that would have been.
Yeah, and when we were here with Shinjo that one time, you talked up the legend of the Shattered Halberd a lot. If you were the one who wrote it, that'd be like Jean complimenting herself for being a good knight. It just doesn't add up.
In any case, while this gentleman isn't the Mr. Nine we're looking for, I sense something of interest on his person. It's a peculiar signature, the same threads of fate I sensed on you, mein Fräulein, and on the manuscript. I believe the traces are related to Mr. Nine, and it appears I can track them.
Hey, that's perfect! Once we head to Nagrai, you should be able to find Mr. Nine, no problem then. But back to the signature. What were you doing before this, Chong the Ninth?
Oh, well, I ran out of manuscript paper, so I went to buy some. I'm particular about that kind of thing. Creation of literature demands the highest quality.
Ah, no wonder. Mr. Nine uses the very same type for his manuscripts.
Huh, that explains it. Thanks, Chong the Ninth. We should get going.
I'm not quite sure what I did, but you're welcome, I suppose.
Farewell, creator of another world. Though I must say, the laws and narratives thou hast ordained can scarce compare to the dream dust sedimented in the Immanakreich.
Mein Fräulein means to say, your writing isn't... I mean, mein Fräulein offers her thanks. It should be up ahead.
Wait, did something attack that Sealy? Something doesn't seem right here.
And it bears the same signature I sensed before.
Then it would seem fate has dictated our path for us. Oz, repeat. Time to shine. Woo! I feel kind of woozy. La la la. Yahoo! I wanna go home now. Insubordinate Oz, reveal thyself. Looks like the Sealy is showing us the way. Let's follow.
Sorry. I keep falling asleep on myself. Okay, what am I doing now?
What are you doing here?
Wait, that voice. It's Nicole. Also, that should be our line. We were looking for Mr. Nine and our search led us here, but now it seems we found you instead.
Ah, I see. Well, Mr. Nine is right here.
What bizarre Demerung is this? Never in 1,000 sunsets have I heard of such a thing.
In truth, I too aspire to be an author. But I'm also partial to direct communication. Talking is rather inconvenient by comparison. And as I'm sure you can understand, writing things down is even more tedious. I thought perhaps if I found someone with whom I could share my ideas, it might give me the same release as writing. But then those stories would never see the light of day, which would be a shame. So, I tracked down an old Sealy friend of mine and told her all the stories I was imagining. Then, I sent her to find people with similar aspirations to write them in my stead. We even came up with several character traits to lend a certain authenticity to Mr. Nine. A receding hairline was one of them, I think.
Yep, I'm the one she roped into all this.
Come now, it was beneficial for you too. By inhabiting those authors and mobilizing their language faculties, you were able to hone and eventually recover your capacity for speech. And anyway, an angel has always functioned like a sort of a flash of inspiration in someone's head. I'm sure it was like stepping into old shoes.
So you, what, possessed people? Isn't that kind of intrusive?
Oh, it's fine. She did it while they were sleeping. As long as the person is someone who dreams of creating worlds of their own, this inner writer within them will automatically awaken.
Yeah, it sounds very automatic.
Hey, what about the letter and the strange intuitions Oz has been having? Nicole sent me to monitor the situation and not cry. super dangerous, okay? So I needed some help. It's not like I have the knowledge or power of the heavens anymore.
As for your friend over here, well, you see, when writing a story, it's not uncommon to incorporate certain half-true details. For realism's sake, you understand?
Yeah, we've seen that before. A real curse was written into an Inazuman light novel once.
Indeed. In a similar vein, Mr. Nine's stories are full of metaphors, including one for the creation of life. What it describes isn't made up, per se. We just never imagined someone would actually manage to use it. Until you came along, young lady.
Mein Fräulein is speechless. So if I may ask in her stead, did she manage to use one of these half-truths in Mr. Nine's novels to create me?
It was more like 70% made up, 30% true.
No, it was 90% made up, 10% true. I thought it was too dangerous, so I changed it. See, I knew you'd never read my books. You don't seem too surprised, Oz.
Well, I suppose I've vaguely sensed this since the beginning. Regardless, it is an honor to serve mein Fräulein.
Well, once our affairs in Nodcry are resolved, Mr. Nine will be able to return home. Yes, just tell them that when you return.
I don't want to be your eyes here. It's too dangerous. Oh, but, while you're at it, could you pass a message along to that guy in Chingsa Village? I've been splitting the royalties with him 90-10. His share's been buried in his yard all these years. Wait, what do you use the Mora for? I bury it, and then lead people to the treasure. Guiding people is in our nature. It's what I love to do. Feel free to come search for my personal stash someday. I've buried it at the furthest end of the Immernachtreich. I will. I absolutely will.
Mein Fräulein?
And, I just want to say that I really like your books, Mr. Nine.
What mein Fräulein means is, though the cosmos stretch forth in unending darkness, yet shall come an hour when all things shine.
I'm glad to hear it. All in all, it seems you've already found my greatest treasure.
All right, that settles that. Now, I need to have a quick argument with Mr. Nine about who really deserves to be considered first author.
Shouldn't it be Cheng the Ninth?
Absolutely not.
After you say your goodbyes to begin a new journey. A new venture, la la.
I created...
Oh, that's right. Just channel Mr. Nine. How would he write this particular essay?
Hey, Chang the Ninth! We have something for you!
Oh? What is... What? Where did all this Mora come from?
About that. So, the thing is... Right. Mr. Nine really admires your work, so he decided to fund your writing career.
Wait, what? So, channeling Mr. Nine actually worked. I can't believe it.
Of course, for Cheng the Ninth, wealth pales in comparison to his craft. The matter of Mora is swiftly forgotten as he puts pen back to paper, and then you continue on back to Mondstadt. Okay. Even if I wanted to do another Hexerai thing, it's very clear that I'm falling asleep on myself, so... I don't know why I was doing that. I think the sleep is catching up with me again. Oh, I was checking to see if I did the, Forge mission already. Yeah, I did that weekly already. Okay.
Add Astra. Add Astra. Thank you for complete. Add Astra.
Okay. So tired. Fuck. Okay. I keep falling asleep on myself. I need to end the stream now. Do we have enough for a 10 pull? We have enough for a singular 10 pull. Can I get Venti? No, I cannot. I've been relatively lucky with Yehoda pulls. Okay. I'm still technically 6 off from doing the full 2 hours. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. We're done. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream as much as I enjoyed making it for you all. Wait, what? Is that a... No, that's... The thing went up. I was afraid for a second there. I thought I missed things. If you enjoyed and want to see more of my content, you can find me at youtube.com/KingD353. Again, that's youtube.com/KingD353. When I'm not re-uploading streams, I'm uploading episodes of whatever I feel like. Also, if you feel I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Every donation's appreciated. For those $1 a month can help support the channel, as well as I'm sure I get to eat food. If you want to make sure your donation goes to the channel and only the channel, you can instead donate to me at throne.com/KingD353. Again, that's throne.com/KingD353. Once you're there, you can buy me many gifts. Most of the gifts listed are ways to punish the trash can. I zoned out. What was I saying? What was I saying?
I do worry worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
Right, Fro, you can either get me something from the list, which are all equipment to make the channel better, or you can get me a lot more in blah 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 blah. I zoned out again. Fuck, this is really bad. Join my Discord and we can... No, it's Frone. It's Frone I was saying. Alright, it was Frone. It was Frone. If you want to get me gifts that specifically help out the channel, you can go to me on Frone. There you'll find a list of items you can buy for me, most of which are equipment to make the channel better, but a very small amount of it is a candy box, which you don't have to buy me if you don't want to. Finally, if you want to spend some time with me, you can join my personal Discord. If you're watching this on YouTube, blah 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 blah. If you're watching this on YouTube, the link will be in the description down below. If you're watching this on Twitch, the link is being posted right now. Once you're there, we'll chat, play video games, share memes, and have ourselves a grand old time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see all of you beautiful people later. Deuces, Kingdom.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, main Fräulein.
Okay. Who can I raid and run? Because I'm too tired to stay in their stream, but I can at least drop you lovely jubblies off.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der
Sure, let's do Final Fantasy.
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication.
I'm sorry for taking so long, guys. It's really hard not to keep falling asleep on myself. I really need to rest after this. Also, I apparently typed in the person's name wrong. God damn it.
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, main Fräulein.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der
Alright, it took a few attempts, but I have the raid going. Join if you want to, don't if you don't. And we will raid in 3, 2, 1, charge!
May the glory of the Prinzessin bring light to this world. I created another universe and founded paradise. For